Good morning. I'm Karen Taradas with Social U, and it is time for What's Up Wednesday, where we come to you live every Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. Central to talk about social media tips, tricks, and trends. And all this month, we talked about spring cleaning, your website, your socials, your profiles. Today, we're going to talk about your email. Next week, we're going to talk about your actual physical space, and that's going to launch us into May, which is Mental Health Month, where we are going to talk about how to kind of keep your sanity when you are online, because it can be overwhelming. It can be a lot. It can be depressing. It can be invasive. We're going to talk about all that in May. So let's go ahead and get started. Today is Declutter Your Digital Life, the email edition. I'm a big believer in why. I always want to know why I'm being asked to do something, because apparently I was told because I said so too many times as a kid. I'm just going to throw that out there. So first and foremost, 99% of all people check their email every single day. It's a normal person, whether you're employed or retired or stay at home or in office, people check those emails because they get personal and business correspondence there. So as far as ROI, it makes $42 in sales for every $1 spent sending the actual email. 59% of people say email influencers purchase decision directly. So email influences for you to your purchase decisions directly. And I know that's true for me. If I see a promotion or a special sale or a discount in my email from a brand that I already know, like, and trust, I'm going to open it and see what's going on, because of course you are. Email is 40 times more effective in obtaining new customers than social media. I love social media. It's our go-to. Email's more effective. And in this day and age, if you are not collecting emails, that's problematic. You have to. Social media is a rented space. What happens if Facebook goes away tomorrow? What do you have? So you need to absolutely have the email to continue to market to these people. Email marketing conversion rates are 3 times that of social media marketing. I'm going to say it again. Social media is rented space. You've got to have the email. The average email click-through rate is 6 times more than the average organic social media. And your message is 5 times more likely to be seen through email than Facebook. It just is what it is. And I am guilty of, I put that on Facebook, I don't need to say it again. Yeah, you do. You 100% do. People consume information in very different ways. And someone who might check Instagram may not be on LinkedIn, and someone who opens the email may not be on Instagram. So you have to put it out there in different ways, in different wording, multiple times for people to actually get the message. So so let's talk about kind of the how. Since we're let's just talk about how you're going to clean it up. The top 10 tips to clean up your email for your small business or nonprofit. Number 1, you need to segment your lists. It's like organizing your closet. You're just going to separate your winter from your summer. It needs to look a little different. You're going to segment your email list based on demographics, purchase history, engagement level, interest, or even location. If you have multiple locations, you might not run the same sale in Huntsville that you run in Birmingham. So it's going to be segmented based on multiple different things, but this allows you to send a much more targeted and relevant email, which will increase your open rates and get you more conversions. That's just how it works. Number 2, you're going to purge inactive subscribers. Like old fashioned, you're going to get rid of it. Regularly identify and remove subscribers who have not opened an email or clicked on your emails in a significant period. And to me, a significant period is multiple months. 6 months, I'd say 3 months. You don't want to preach to the choir. So if they're not interested, just get them out of there. Inactive addresses really hurt your deliverability and your engagement metrics. So get rid of them. Number 3, you want to review and update your opt-in process. You have to ensure that your opt-in process is clear, concise, and compliant with regulations like GDPR and CAN spam. You have to confirm that you have explicit consent to send emails, and you have to consider a double opt-in to verify your email addresses. Now, is that a pain? Yeah, kind of, but it gives you ultimate permission to send the person the email. Plus, let me say this again louder. Do I have slides to share with the info? I do not, sadly. I do not have slides on Wednesday mornings, but I actually teach this in a class. So Joan, if I can find that for you, I'm happy to send it to you. No issue at all. But yeah, absolutely. Do I have slides? Sadly, I have a bunch of them. I just don't have them today. Sorry. Because we do this once a week. So I try to get the information out as quickly as I can. You have to talk to people who want to hear the message. So double opt-in guarantees that they want to hear the message. And I have had multiple small businesses say, well, we want to make it, and that's kind of shady. You have to make getting off the list and getting into the list very, very clear so that the person you're actually sending the emails to, you know they want to get them. It's as simple as that. Number 4, you're going to clean up your data. You need to audit your subscriber data for errors, typos, and inconsistencies. Correcting these issues, again, improves deliverability and your personalization efforts, because it's hard to personalize and segment your list if your list is messy. So again, it's like knowing what's in your closet. If it's hard to find if everything's in a pile on the floor. It's easier to find if everything's up and hanging so you can see everything very clearly. But one of the first things we do when we're cleaning a list, we get rid of the double emails, because it happens periodically. People will sign up more than one time through a series of events, but we get rid of Yahoo emails because they are the most likely to bounce back and mess up our stats, and they are the most likely to damage our statistics. Plus, Yahoo's the easiest. Yahoo and AOL are just the worst. Let me, again, side note, it's 2025. Get a Gmail, for the love of Pete. Yahoo and AOL are the easiest emails to hack into. You're going to get a ton of spam. And a lot of times, even if the person has signed up for your email, it gets stuck in the filter, so they're not going to see it. So you absolutely need to get a more updated, protected email. A lot of these folks who are getting hacked on Facebook have a Yahoo email. So welcome to Gmail. It's time. Today's the day. Okay, number 5, you want to analyze your email performance carefully, review your open rates, check your click-through rates, check your conversion rates and unsubscribe rates for your past campaigns. This will help you identify what's working and what's not working, so you can inform your future decisions and your list management. If the email that you sent out about your discount or promo is lower than your email you sent out about your employee of the month, there's an issue there. You need to check into it and see what it is. And when they open your emails, what do you want them to do? If there is no reason to click through, they are not going to click through. So if your open rate's 40% and your click-through rate is 2%, you're asking the wrong question. You have to have a solid call to action to get folks to click through to go to your website. And I see this as a really common mistake I see often. People will put all the information directly in the email, and there's no reason for anybody to click through, which destroys your conversion rate. So if you have an awesome blog article you want people to read, put the first 2 sentences and a great graphic in the email and a click through so they'll go read the thing on your website. It helps drive your traffic. If everything is in the email, there's no reason to move forward. Number 6, you want to update your templates and branding. It's just a refresh. It's like your website. It can't stay static forever. You do need to update periodically. I think it's totally okay to make it seasonal. Updating once a quarter works. You don't want to go crazy with it, because that's the whole reason for having a template. It makes it easy to get into and out of. But you ensure your email templates are visually appealing. They have to be mobile responsive, and they need to be consistent with your current branding identity. Outdated designs. It's like an outdated website. If I get to an outdated website, I am done. I'm done. Because if you haven't updated your website in 10 years, what makes me think you're going to update your services or your education that supports the services? If you can't be bothered to update something everybody sees, why would you update something that nobody sees? So just bear that in mind. Number 7, you want to refine your automation workflow, like tuning up your car. You want to review your automated email sequences, your welcome emails, your abandoned carts, your reminders, to ensure they are relevant and effective. And provide value, actual value to your subscribers. Welcome emails work. The statistics for welcome emails are staggering. I love your candor. I'm nothing if not direct. That's a good thing and a bad thing in the same package. Yeah, Joan, thank you very much. I appreciate that. You gotta update sometimes. Okay, and provide value. So refining your automation, welcome emails totally work. The statistics are incredibly high. But automation is ideal because it works when you can't. So if someone signs up for your email Saturday night at 2 a.m. or Saturday morning at 2 a.m., you're not going to respond to that then, but your automated emails can. And you can use those automated emails to continue to segregate or segment your list so that you know where people are and what they're interested in. If you're interested in this service, it'll push you to this automated email. And if you're interested in this service, it'll push you to this automated email. It just makes it easier to deal with. Test your emails, like proofreading before sending a letter. We, as a team, we have backups for our backups. So after I've read something twice, I'm no longer going to see any kind of error. I have to have a third person or second person proofread for me because you start to get blind to your own content. So you need to have somebody else proofread before sending your campaign. You want to test it across different, well, campaign's a little different than a regular email, but your regular emails you want to proofread because you miss it. But for a campaign, you want to test it ideally on a client who is willing to give you their input. But, aside from typos and broken links make me crazy, and formatting issues, because it needs to look like it is supposed to look when they open the thing. But you want to test it across different devices to ensure functionality and visibility, again, so that it looks like you know what you're doing. Because when you make mistakes like that, it looks bad for you just overall. Number 9, you want to provide clear unsubscribe options. You have to. It drives me crazy, these organizations that make it so hard to unsubscribe. Make it easy, because if I'm going to unsubscribe, you don't want me on the email list anyway. I'm skewing your stats and I'm not helping you at all. If I'm not your ideal client, quit wasting time with me and go get an ideal client. You have to make it easy. If they no longer want to receive your emails, so clear and accessible unsubscribe link is crucial for not only for the health of your list, but compliance. You don't want to be accused of non-compliance, legal non-compliance. And then number 10, get feedback. It's like asking your buddy, how do I look in this dress? Get somebody to look at it. We have a team who is always eager and happy to give their opinions on anything. So occasionally ask your subscribers for their input. Are you liking the information you're getting? Do you like the content? Do you like the frequency? Do you like how it looks? Just ask. Most people are happy to give their opinion. Now, most people aren't going to take a 30-minute quiz, but 3 quick yes or no questions can be extremely helpful. Do you like the content? Are you happy with the layout? Are you happy with the frequency? Very simple yes, no questions. Implementing these tips can help your email marketing really, really get into shape. It can improve your engagement dramatically, and ultimately it's going to drive better results for your small business. It is. Even if you are a service-based business, it's very difficult to sell the services to someone who doesn't want to hear about the services. And people have to hear your message 7 to 14 times. And those are old stats. The new stats are more like 14 to 21 times before they're going to make a decision. So emails are critical. You have to stay top of mind. It generates your own brand awareness, but it also has to be good enough for people to look at and want to open and read and engage with. I'm just saying. So next week, we are going to talk about, it's going to be Mental Health Month in May. And next week, we're going to talk about decluttering your space. A lot of people still work remotely, and it's challenging for a lot of folks. It's stressful to be in an office where it's just you all day by yourself, and especially if your workspace doesn't really work for you. So we're going to talk about your physical environment next week and some things you can do to make that better. If you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment. We do monitor, or send a direct message. And until next Wednesday at 10 a.m., I am Karen Taradis, and I'm here to help. Thanks.